Good morning! This is the second day on our ride from Iowa to Washington DC. I am right here on Highway 30 going into Marshalltown. Had a great night yesterday. Whoa, we are going fast here. I was sleeping on a bridge on the Heart of Iowa Trail on the more naturey section, the section where it's grassy, and so it was really nice to sleep on the bridge because the bridge had a concrete surface and therefore a lot of traffic here. Sorry about that. So because of that, let me shift. My ground cloth and everything stayed dry. The only thing that I had to deal with, shift more, was riding zigzag here. The only thing that I had to deal with was the dew. As the sun goes away, the temperature drops, the dew just settles on everything. And I did put up the rain fly on the tent, so everything in my tent was protected. Otherwise it would have been nice just to put the mesh and see the stars, because the stars were beautiful last night. But because of the dew, you would just get totally soaked your sleeping bag and everything, so that would not be nice. One thing that I did wrong was I should have put the rain cover on my bags, because my bags were soaked. But on the bright side, now already it's dry enough, so everything dried out by now. So this morning we already have 15 miles here from the camp spot. Had some gravel path. That was pretty lucky. I didn't have any cars, so no dust that was coming up at me. Well, if that would have happened, I would be totally dusty, and all my equipment too, because we were still wet from the dew. So now the goal is to go to Marshalltown, find a nice spot and take a morning rest and charge up with food, and then continue on. So see you down the trail. Oh boy, I should have said up the trail. Oh, up the trail. Yeah, I can make it, I can make it. Okay, made it. Whew. Houston, we have a problem. That was just awesome. Behind me there's that truck. That's the guy removing the tree. So he cut off that little branch so I could squeeze through, and he is cleaning it up now. So thank you very much for that trail maintenance there. Awesome timing. So I didn't have to wait at all. I was just kind of looking. There were a couple of other riders that just lifted their bike over the log, but for me that would be really, really tough. So awesome. Great. Perfect day. Nothing to complain. Just in time, reach a small town called Beeman, and it's a little bit off the street, but I was running low on water, and they do have a water fountain and a park with shade. Awesome. The outlet would have been cool, but can't have everything, right? We're in Grundy Central, and it took a while for me to find this park. I was riding a little bit around town. The first park had toilets but no water, and this one has toilets and water and electricity, so I can do a little bit of work on the computer here. So that's pretty awesome. And we just have to burn some time here. Also rest and eat, go to the restroom, drink, and use the computer. So we have some pancake battle mix here. I put that into my trusty cup, added some water, and mixed it up to some gooey consistency. And this is awesome. It has a little rest there, so I can just put it anywhere and don't get it dirty. So let's go ahead and light. Oh yes, that looks good, that looks good. Check it out, check it out. Oh, that looks good. That looks good. Yummy, 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 yummy. This is way too crazy to do on a bike ride. Okay, pancake here is about ready, and what can miss with pancakes is bacon. My wife kind of spoiled me already and mentioned that that's spicy jalapeno bacon, so we'll have some flavor today. Let's put that aside. Put the bacon in here. That is shelf stable bacon, so it doesn't need to be refrigerated. If you do the bacon before, you don't have to put any oil in your frying pan, so that's pretty cool too. The only problem is the bacon gets quicker cold than the pancake. Oh wow, yes, the pancake is hot. And still have enough butter for another pancake. Yeah, it's jalapeno. Pancakes are good. Not too spicy. Nice flavors though. Well done. Probably should make a pocket. Here we're riding down Pioneer Trail. It's a limestone trail. Fairly decent, beside a couple of spots that are a little soft as soon as I grab the camera, of course. It's a nice short trail. We did go far out of the way to get to this trail, but hey, it's worth it. So up ahead is a rest area, a rest stop, a waypoint, or whatever you call that. Has a primitive toilet, nothing else, little trees or bushes around there. It's right next to the street, unfortunately, but that's what I'm aiming for. Ooh, a deer. Well, see you down the trail. So I arrived at the Sheen roadside park. There's a shelter that's kind of nice. The only problem is there's some bird poop in there too. Over there's the bathroom. Not so nice. It's a big bathroom, not very cool. I was sitting here and it kind of smelled a little bit. And I thought it came from the bathroom, but actually it was coming from the pig farm down this way. I was thinking outside you could camp right here, or not camp, but set up the tent, or inside of the shelter. The one thing that I noticed here is a sign. Pretty much thought that is stretching a little bit. Here they have the regulations, and one interesting part is the Gutenbrecht roadside park. That is just down the road here, and so I might actually go there and camp there. There won't be a shelter. I'm not sure about the bathroom or anything, but it will also be better smelling. There is a slight chance of rain, 30% or so. If you get the rain, I'll deal with it. So I'm fairly sure that I'm gonna go down there. I'm gonna keep you up to date. I'm here at the Herbert Gutknecht roadside park. As I mentioned before, I saw the roadside park and saw that it's legal to camp here overnight. So I wanted to go here. Then I noticed the other one, it was legal as well to camp on that roadside park, which totally makes sense. But kind of had that idea already to come down here and wanted to get away from the pig smell, because the wind is gonna be from the south all the way till 3 a.m. and then tomorrow it should be northern wind, so it shouldn't smell then anymore. But I thought I'd get away from it. And then I realized that this shelter is actually out of the way. It's at the close to the end of the trail here. But I needed to, my original plan was to turn higher up. Now my plan is just over here. There's the road going also north. So this goes a little bit diagonal. So I did drop further south, and I will be taking that road to the north. Hopefully it shouldn't be too busy. But what really surprised me, what I did not know, is when I looked at the Google Maps, I did actually look at this parking spot, and I never knew whether or not you were allowed to camp here overnight. But I did not see this awesome shelter. And this shelter is actually better than the other one because it's open, larger, no birds are pooping in there. So I do like that much better. And tonight I'm gonna set up my tent right there in the center of the shelter and sleep there, because there might be a chance of rain, and can kind of find a few spots that are top. This spot would be on the top, low. There's a little spot on the top behind you, the trees. It's not great for rain, I think. One thing, oops, sorry, that was the sky. One thing doesn't work is they have these pumps here. It would be awesome to pump here and just use a filtration system, because I'm sure those wells aren't clean, although it's pretty much nitrogen that is the problem, and you're gonna have that no matter what. Can't filter that out. The other thing is, you see zero bathroom around here. So peeing, you just stand behind that bush there. Pooping, yeah, let's not think about that one. Okay, I'm gonna find something to sweep the shelter and then set up the tent. Probably see you tomorrow. So have a good night. This was the second day.